Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I welcome you back once again on today's video. Last time we talked about different kind of microphone. We talked about a little on different recording techniques and different how to handle the mic and different ways of handling the mic. So today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to dive in on how to record that crowd vocals that you hear on recent Amapiano and Afrobeat songs. You know, the like of Asake and the rest of them. Normally I would have people in the studio helping me do this for realistic purposes, but today I'm not calling anyone. I'm going to be doing it all by myself and still get that realistic crowd vocals that you hear. So I'm going to be doing takes after take, possibly change positions and possibly different octaves just for realistic purposes as well. So follow me, stick with me for a while, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share them, and also turn on the notification buttons to always have you updated. This will also encourage me to be putting out more videos. Thank you. So let's dive in straight ahead. I'm going to be doing the normal recording, normal octave. Then after that, we'll see what comes next. Let's go. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So this second one, I'm going to be doing a different voice. I'm going to try to go a little higher in pitch. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So I'm going to be doing something on the lower octave now. Kumbaya, kumbaya. I'm going to be doing some higher voice, unlike the other ones I did. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Alright, so I'm done with the vocal takes now. First, I'm going to play them with the instrumental. After that, I'll play just the vocal so you hear how it sounds before processing. So here it is. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay, that is it. That is the vocals with the instrumentals. So I'm playing just the vocals now. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So this is the way how it sounds now. I'll first of all start by balancing the takes, cut where it's necessary, possibly a cut where it's necessary. Let's start with that. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay, first of all, I'll start with panning them. This one, kumbaya, kumbaya. Maybe do them somewhere around 50. Or being between 50 and 60. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So I'll go like that with the second one as well. Also do that 70. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya. Then the next one, I'm doing it 90. As you can see now, from here I started with it panning left and right 50. As I did them the double takes. So I'll go to the next one. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Upon it's just 100. This one 100. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay. I'll take part of the recording. I take like this one. I take this one also, and I put them in a group. I send them to a bus channel. If I send it to a bus, I'll look for use a vocal doubler to get more vocals out of that one. So let's see. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. These first two also, I think I'll send it to a bus also. These first two, I'll look for another pitch manipulation plugin. Maybe I use Harmony Engine. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So if you listen now, you see after I used Harmony Engine just to get more vocals, what I did with Harmony Engine is this. I used here, I came down here, I chose 8 voices. So I went there, instead I used fixed intervals so that it would just be normal voice. Just listen. There are other, of course, I'm recording in Studio One, and there are several other. You can do equally get the same result using whatever whatever DAW that you want to use or you're using or you're used to. Then as for plugins, yes, I am using the ones that I have. There are several other there might even be the ones that I can do them better. So but what I'm going to do is just to show you the process, which you are going to put in your own work. You're going to put them in your own process and try to create the same thing. You can do them with, if you have any pitch manipulation plugins, you can use them and achieve the same result, which I am trying to achieve right here. Let's continue. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Actually, I really like that point where I really like what the Harmony Engine is doing. I want to use this plugin to have some breathy kind of feeling, as if somebody is whispering from afar. Let's see, put it and see how it's going to sound with it. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So after the balancing and all that, I'll use the EQ. I will do the subtraction and the addition to where they are necessary. Mostly, first of all, subtraction anyways. I'll remove some frequencies that are not required, that are not important. Then I'll see if I can add some frequency by boosting it or anything like that. So you throw a little auto-tune. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So now I add a Fab Filter Pro Q3 for the EQ. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Definitely I'll remove these frequencies. They are not Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So I throw in a gate plugin. I'll still use Fab Filter Pro G for that. The essence of throwing the gate plugin is just to reduce the background noise a little. You know, it's a crowd record, and I'm the only one doing it. Of course, it must have some things below. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So now I throw a compressor. Compressing this kind of recording can be a little tricky because you don't want to you want to go a little hard on them just to bring all of them together, and at the same time you're going to be careful because of some of the vocals where I recorded them low. I'll equally have to be careful not to have some artifacts, some noise floors coming up to them. So I'm start with this. I like this plugin. I'll go to the vocal. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So I like to do serial processing. I like to do serial processing in the sense that after I have done the first compression, I send it to another bus. I'll just take it there, do some boosting with the EQs, throw in a little compression again just to bring everything, make sure that everything is just glued together. So here I'll call it through the SR. Even though I've tried to use the dynamic EQ to do that processing, I'll throw in more the SR here. So the S it more here. So I throw in another compressor here. Note that I have used the first compressor. This is what we call serial compression, which I like to do a lot. I've used the first compressor. Here I'm going to just throw another one. Sometimes I compress up to 3 times, just doing sub two moves and getting the job done. So watch out now. I'm going to here. So I play the whole thing with the instrumental now to see how it sounds. So as you can see here now, it's sounding is getting closer to the destination. We are getting to where we are going. But one of the matter of fact, the most important aspect of this record, and as you can see now, is sounding fuller than it was. But now, reverb is just very, very important. Matter of fact, sometimes you might have to use one reverb, then you set the delay time and pre-delay time differently, just to have a full house. Now I'm going to be using my reverb as a send. So I throw in reverb. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to use two instances of these same plugins. One, I'll send the distance further. The other one, I'll use a shorter distance. So watch. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay, here is what we are. You can see the way it's sounding now. It's sounding bigger, it's sounding huge. We did a lot of things, which I'm going to do a little recap of what we did now and how we arrived here. Like earlier, I showed you when I started recording. I did the whole vocals. I did just a normal take. I changed octaves in places. I switched places when I was recording some parts of it. So after that, when I did it, then I sent all of them to a box. You know, this whole process is just, in most cases, is just going forth and back just to get what the sound you want. So first of all, so after I boxed them into a channel, I listened to them and it sounded just like the way I recorded them, but it wasn't giving me that groove. So first of all, I already I had auto-tune just to keep the vocal at a place. Then after that, I used Fat Filter plugins just to cut and do some surgical on some of the frequencies that were piercing or they were boxy. After the Fab Filter, I still use this plugin which I love so much, the TDR Renova. It works well as the ASA, so I just use it to control this frequency around 5K because of this mic that I'm using. When I'm using it, it can get really nasty around that frequency. So after that, I used the Pro G gate to control the background noise. Which after that, equally, I went to then I did the compression. I did compression. After the compression here, I listened to it. It was there, but it wasn't there. Then before I forget, part of the recordings I sent them to I sent part of the recording to another channel here. Another channel, I think this is it. Let me see. Okay, yes, I did. I sent the another channel to another channel. I want to give it that a breathy feeling. That's how I use these flux tracks here. I sent it about 68 the breath. I sent it so that you to make it more fuller and give it that togetherness. That also, I still sent another one to another channel where I used did this. I think I did the same thing here. Yes, I did the same thing here also. Then where I equally used vocal doubler to get more of the voice coming to get more of the crowd voice. Then here I sent another channel here, which is this one here. I sent it to 8 here. 8. I think I sent this one to another box here. Send that one to another box. Yeah, this is it here. Okay, no, okay, this is one here.
Kubaye, kubaye.
That's the way I did the nasal voice, but I sent it and I used Harmony Engine. Now listen to it.
Kubaye, kubaye.
You can see
Kubaye.
the Harmony Engine actually did a lot of work. It did so much more. As a matter of fact, I'm very, very impressed with what I did with the Harmony Engine. So after that, then I sent the whole track to another bus here, this bus 10 here, where I used the SR as well to control some of the piercing frequencies around from 3K upwards.
Kubaye, kubaye.
You can see right here is sounding.
Kubaye, kubaye.
The vocals are sounding very, very well controlled and more polished here.
Kubaye, kubaye.
So after that, normally, of course, I use the frequency, the Pro Fab Filter Pro Q to do most of my surgical work. But when I want to do boosting, I have a couple of EQs which I already know their characteristics and how they work. This particular one, this SP Asake here, when you are trying to boost the top end, it gives this smooth, even when you're trying to, if you want to cut with it equally, it gives this smooth vibe, smooth color that it just makes your ear fall in love with the recording. So I did a boost here around 17K. Then around 2K, I was getting this nasal thing that it was equally piercing my ear. So I did cut here, and I did also around 1K too. Okay, at some point I was listening, it was still sounding like it wasn't giving me that that choir feel as the way I wanted it. So I had to do another group here. I sent some other ones to another group. Okay, yes, I did the copy of this, the first recording that I did, that's just my normal vocal. So I did the copy here. I sent it to this place to get some chipmunk vocals. So listen to it with the first one.
Kubaye, kubaye. Kubaye, kubaye.
So I sent it to that. Then this was actually in the mid of when I was already processing it. Like I said earlier, this movement sometimes recording can be just going forth and back just to get what you want out of it. You just have to do whatever works until you get it sounding the way you envisioned it from the onset. So after that, I added this Sitomi glue. Yeah, I really like that plugin, this compressor, just to bring everything together. Like I mentioned earlier, I like to do serial compression. In more of a serial many things. I just have to like to do them rather than overusing one plugin. So I just have to. So I send them to after I send them to another bus. That's where I use the Sitomi glue. The Sitomi glue wasn't doing much. If you can see, the pin is not just for me to use it to bring the whole vocals together. One of the most important aspect of this kind of recording when you're trying to get a choir vocal here, a huge vocal here, is reverb. It really does like getting a lot of reverbs. So that's how I got to this place. So now I'm playing the whole thing once again. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's recording and demonstration. I hope you really enjoyed it. You see, this thing is not just, there's no one size fits all. There is no rock behind you that you just hit and you stop there. No. Recording is just going forth and back, doing what works and what sounds good. The most important is just to have your ear trained to what to hear, to understanding the sound you want. Then from there you take it and apply it the way you want until you get the sound you want. Note that I used Studio One for this recording, and I used some plugins which I have and I know how to use them. Most DAW come with these plugins. If you can find them, if you can use the one you have, it's okay. Do not just start wondering where you get these plugins. These are the ones that I have been using over the years and I know how to use them. But you if you can find, you look at your DAW, look at your DAW and the plugins that you have with you, you can find and manipulate them and just get the exact sound that you want, or something similar to what I have got. So till I see you next time, I still remain Mr. Rodney from Platinum Mix. Thank you for watching my videos. Please, once again, I'll have to remind you, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, turn on the notification button, as we will always have videos like this coming your way every now and then. Thank you until I see you next time. Bye.